All right, blue-white control. Gotta win this match to make the top 1200. Lost the die roll. It's a good start. Should I just mulligan this, assuming they're playing mono red? They're not playing mono red. Okay. Birth's a great draw. Yeah, could be Flash, could be Jeskai fires. Looks like Jeskai.
Right on schedule. Trust me, I have a plan.
Can we just do that there? I don't think I would have played if I was the opponent's rank. I think I would have sat on it and hoped to not lose 100 spots. So they have the ability to play 2 good spells this turn, potentially. If we're really lucky, they just won't have... We're really lucky, they just won't have a 5th land. Rex Box, thanks for 13 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Okay. Just looking for land drops here, I think. Go to 19. I guess want to try and draw some lands here. Hey, dear opponent, please don't kill me.
Sorry I'm late. Let's try this.
Need to draw a card with this too. Close game. If they hit a threat again this turn, we're probably dead. If they brick on a threat, we should be in a good spot.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Yo, dog. They have 2 threats. Alright, that's not really a threat.
Might be a bad idea.
That's a very good pickup. I mean, this block is fine, right? If they have a Storm's Wrath or whatever that kills this, it comes back with Conqueror's Death. And if they bounce my Conqueror's Death comes back down and kills their fires. Pass. Pass. Second fire, sure. Think I want to just get my mana established here. I don't think I need to hold up Veto and Absorb here.
You show remorse, I'll show restraint. I've got time.
Maybe I'm supposed to play Narset here, actually, to lock them out of drawing cards. That's probably what I'm supposed to do. Untapped land. Okay.
I train at home your prowess.
Okay, feeling pretty good about game one here. I don't know that we're fully in garbage time yet, but we're definitely ahead. Trawler with Absorb up. Slides us closer for sure, though.
Mind.
We need to remember for the second game that Robber the Rich is a card I need to consider while sideboarding. Something a lot of these decks are playing. Dear opponent, please mulligan to 4 and concede the match. Alright, how do I want to sideboard? We're supposed to trim a couple of births. I think Veto's actually a little bit middling here. I guess it does counter their Conqueror's Deaths, though. Yeah, I'm bringing in the Decrees because it tags Robber, I think, and it tags Legion War Boss if they had that. It also does Red Cavalier, so I think that's fine. Do I want Disputes and Gus? I don't know that I want Disputes and Gus. That might be a little bit many. I definitely want 3 Shatters to clean things up. I'm just going to trim around the edges here. Probably don't need 4 Trawlers in this matchup, actually. I'll leave the extra Birth in. Hitting our land drops is pretty important. Let's try this. Is it possible to win a game and go down rank? Yeah, I mean, theoretically, but it's pretty unlikely. I think this is keepable. Really want to draw an untapped land. If they have Robber, we have Gust to tempo it for a turn. Okay, that's good. If we don't get Robert on 2 here, and then we get to hold up Gust/Veto on 3, bodes well for us. Okay, tapped land here is great, so we get to go untapped island pass here. I think I need to play the untapped land, because if they play Sphinx, I want to absorb it here. I'll probably play Temple next turn. I feel like Drago's favors us, especially with how many lands we've hit here. Teferi's a great card to test the waters with down the line. They're missing a land drop. Well, that bodes well for the home team. Play this untapped so we can have Absorb plus another thing up. Would you like to move to hand size? Yes, yes you would. Alright, well, we're definitely not blinking while they're discarding to hand size. What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? Okay. So I let that happen because I have Gus to do something with. And I have all these trawlers. I don't know, maybe that's wrong. I guess we could die here now. This is not bad, right? It's a good pickup. So now I do this.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Let's do this before we decide what we're doing with the absorb. It's 5, 6, 7, 8. Looking for a Veto or a Gust here. I think I'm in for both of these. Because I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to start jamming Dream Trawlers, and these cards let me interact with anything they might resolve because I'm tapping out to jam Dream Trawlers. And this is actually great. Oh, this is an instant. Yes. Yes, if I put the decree on top, I could have cast it here. I wasn't thinking about, this wasn't an instant in my head. This wasn't an instant in my head. You're right. Hopefully that doesn't cost us the game. If they have a sweeper here, that could cost us the game. Yeah, I totally still have my Teferi. Maybe I'm supposed to hold that land to protect these two. Probably supposed to hold the land there. Alright. Thank goodness this is a no justice stream. We gained 800 spots. We gained 800 spots. This ladder system is just like the epitome of stains. It's just like the most freaking rancid experience you could ever imagine. It is awful for competitive play and anxiety and worrying about trying to, like, the volatility is awful. I'm glad we were incredibly lucky and won, because I don't want to try and play again, and we should be safe now. But we went from, we were like 1170, right? It was over 800 spots. We were 1174. We gained 824 spots with a single match win. Just like, all right, I'm glad we won, you know? Okay, we get to play in the MCQ next month. So, for people that aren't familiar with Magic's organized play system, how it works on Arena, every other month, it might be, no, it's not a visual bug. That's just like, sure, I'll relog. I need to relog anyway, so I forgot to relog after the last deck. I would bet large amounts of money that that is not a visual bug. It means that like 800 people have to play a match and win. Yeah, we gained 824 spots with a single match win. So yeah. So sorry. So Magic Organized Play, you get this month the event that's going on today. In fact, while I'm talking about this, let's go concede 3 matches. If you want wins in the Mythic Point Challenge, I'm giving out 3 match wins starting now. Get your cue on, chat. Three free match wins. Let's go. So this event today is only good for gems and mythic points, but mythic points aren't really valuable except to a very, very small number of people, because a majority of the mythic points in the system come from mythic invitationals. And so if you're not getting into the invitationals, getting those points doesn't matter. So if you go 10-0 or 10-2 in this event, you get 3,000 gems. So I'm just putting some gems into the system here, because I wasn't gonna play, so we might as well give out 3 free wins, right? Ain't nobody got time for this. Whereas next month, so in comparison, this month, the thing you qualified for could give you 3,000 gems. Next month, if you do well, you get an invite to the Invitational, which is a minimum $2,500, or the ceiling is what? It's like 50, 60, 70 grand. Is it 100 grand for first of the Invitationals? I forget. It's 5 or 6 figures though. It's not a small amount of money. Isn't this win trade? Yes, I apologize. This is very unfair to everybody who didn't get free wins, but I only have 3 free wins to give. My one regret is that I have but 3 free wins to give. It's like one fountain bed. It is like one nice fountain bed. They timed it so historic ranked is when you get crappy prizes. Oh gosh, they did do that, didn't they? Yes, in my opinion, players should be getting at least 1,000 gems per match win. Giving out extra gems only costs them a small opportunity cost. I expect a turner report on your mythic challenge. Look, they're so violent, Chad. I can't play against a violent outburst. It's intimidating. All right, so we're gonna play more blue-white control in a constructed event here in a second. I am going to run to the restroom really quick. Before I do that, though, I'm gonna hit a quick ad roll while I do that. I like how there's a claim prizes button even when you don't win anything. What a tease. All right, I'm gonna hit a quick ad roll, run to the restroom, be back in a second. Thanks for playing out today, folks. Don't go anywhere. I think we mulligan this in the dark. It's a hefty word per minute count as your keyboard. Okay, it is. It's fine. I have a $10 USB throwaway HP keyboard. I hammer on it for a couple of years. If we throw it away, we get another one. And again, for people that think the ladder rank doesn't make sense, how we can jump like that, what that means is people between rank 1170 where I was and rank 350 where I ended up at all have very close to each other in terms of MMR, the matchmaking rating. So a single win jumped me a little bit above a lot of people. The way the system is designed, that's very possible and not a bug, but you could argue that that being the intended feature, the intended way for it to work, is not ideal. I definitely don't want another trawler. I think I'm supposed to just go bottoms up here. I think I just want to hit my land drops with the rest of these cards in my hand. Yeah, glad we did that. Should you be safe at 1106? No one knows the answer to that question. Have I tried mechanical keyboards? I've not. I type at 90 words a minute on my crappy keyboard, so I don't really have a huge incentive to spend a bunch of money on something.
Keep an open mind.
If I was at 1106 right now, would I play another? I would not. I would hope that there's not 94 people that would jump me over the course of the next hour. I would totally take a sweet keyboard, Bob. You should can you DM me on Discord and we can set something up? You rock. We're gonna sack this and try and find a land here. Our spells are good and we have Narset in play. We just really need to hit a land drop, huh? The problem, I guess, is to consider is that this white castle is about to make a token. Hey, it's Fine Dog. Thanks for the quarter V, or welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. That unfortunately does not allow me to hold Absorb up here. And we're about to lose our Narset. It's okay, Naya. I went 0-3 in the event too. Can't win them all. Please play a Dream Trawler. Please play a Dream Trawler. Just a Teferi. Rough.
This isn't a fight you can win. Oh,
I played the event. Yeah, I technically played the event. Technically, I played the event. Could you bump up red-black aristocrats? Definitely. TBS will do. Thank you for the generous tier 2 resub. I appreciate that. All right, are we on the YOLO plan? I kind of feel like I'm on the YOLO plan. My hand is like really reasonable and full of bombs. Do I start with this because I wouldn't mind getting it back with the Conqueror's Death? I am not familiar with how League of Legends works at all, no. If people wanted a suggestion from me on how I would improve the Magic the Gathering arena ladder, here's my suggestion for how to improve organized play on Magic Arena. I think you take the current ladder system we have now and you leave it as is with, say, the top 500 people qualifying. Now, where the difference comes in is that in addition to the top 500 on the ladder qualifying, I would also set up a points threshold for events that you play, constructed events, just like we have on Magic the Gathering Online. And I would let players who accrue a certain points threshold from playing constructed events also play in the arena events. I think there are some people who like the ladder, and I wouldn't take that away from people who like the experience of qualifying on the ladder. But I think also mimicking the qualifier point style system from Magic Online would be ideal. For people not familiar with that, what that does is when you play in Magic Online leagues and you go 4-1 or 5-0, you get a qualifier point, and then you just need a certain number of qualifier points to enter the bigger Magic Online events. So instead of directly competing with other people, you instead just have an achievement threshold you have to cross. This system works really well, in my opinion, because it doesn't punish people for bad runs the same way the ladder punishes you for having a bad streak. So I don't quite have enough mana to do this plus absorb. I can do this plus absorb though, right? Look at this auto tapper. Look at this auto tapper. So I would mix the current ladder system we have now with the addition of a qualifier point type system. Oh, I can't absorb because there's Teferi. I might be able to absorb if this resolves though, right? So like if this works, I can hold absorb up for next turn. I don't know, maybe that's not an appropriate gamble. I definitely can't protect this with absorb, that's true. But if they were countering this, they were probably gonna veto anyways. Yes, Watu would also have data to know how much the point threshold should be, and they could adjust it. Was that a good one, chat? Was that reasonable? Aether Wild, thank you for the half of your support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Cause I'm Dream Trawling. Do. Anybody else watch Smallville growing up? Watched a lot of Smallville growing up. I think Arena needs to be more transparent about the matchmaking. Disagree. I think that's mostly irrelevant. Yes, the actress for Chloe Sullivan ended up not being a very good or reasonable person. So they're gonna get back at Gadwick eventually? I don't know that I really care about that though, right? Did I play a land this turn yet? I think I did. I did not.
I know my responsibility. Trust me, I have a plan.
Ooh, that's exciting. This will counter this next turn. I'm doing this now because it's going to cost me 6 once the second chapter on this pops off. Things to note. Arena should be more transparent about the shuffler, right? Alright, so we're gonna plus this. We're gonna Conquer's Death, their Conquer's Death. Arena should be more transparent in general. I'd like to see my desktop wallpaper while I play my match. Oh, klutz. Alright, so they get to kill Teferi here, but like, I've got Conquer's Death ticking down. We're pretty far ahead at this point, it feels like. My hand's gassed up. We're the one that's Conquer's Death waiting to go off. Raid has downtime. I wonder if they'll give out some chickens in compensation. I would be a lot more annoyed that Raid crashes when it does if they didn't give us free stuff every time. Free stuff is great. We might see them bounce Conquer's Death here if they plan to counter it on the way back down. TFT, that's team fight tactics, right? No, I never touched that one. I played Underlords a little bit, but in general, I tend to avoid giving Riot my time or my money if I can avoid it.
No, I am not making this up as a goal.
We did win the ladder match, Cody. We won the ladder match, and we gained 800 points of rank. That is a phenomenal draw. So I get to do this. I get to bounce Sea Ordain. I get to kill their Teferi in combat. I get to Shatter the Sky. And then I get to hold up Veto here. Am I allowed to disclose? I don't know if that contract had an NDA in it. That contract went through F2K, so I'd have to check with them. It was more than my normal sponsored rate. That I asked like for Epic or like Mythgard or something like that. Gosh, our hand is stacked. So now they'll Conquer's Death my Teferi, and then I'll Conquer's Death their Conquer's Death, yo dog. The mirror is really silly. The resource exchanges in it are really weird. I think I just pass here. Do I just do this? This is like when all the clones are fighting each other in the original Pokemon movie. Yeah, that's a really apt comparison. Hey, Recon. Thanks for the Prime sub. Make sure you have a sword while you're here. I'm gonna be sending out. That's a good thing in general. I'm gonna be sending out another sub survey probably this week. I'll probably put it together and send it out tonight or tomorrow for March, because I want to get a feel for what people are interested in terms of Pioneer right now. I'm uncertain if people are enjoying watching me slog through Pioneer. Let's play the other one of these, because we can veto a Shatter if they draw that. And we'll kill them next turn. If they have Teferi plus Shatter... Yeah, I also want to gauge what people are interested in terms of historic. Yeah, playing good decks in Pioneer is fine. The problem is a lot of decks people want to submit. I don't like Pioneer, but I like seeing you unhappy, so I'm torn. Girl 5-0 this morning. Girl got the Hawaii 5-0. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get rid of. I'm definitely. I don't even think. I'm definitely not going to get rid of Pioneer altogether. But I think my plan right now, unless the sub-survey is like overwhelmingly still in support of Pioneer, I think I plan to drop it down to like 2 days a week and just try and play more of the good decks, as opposed to just like taking mostly everything people send me. As far as sideboarding here goes, I think I want to leave 3 Shatter in. I think I want the disputes and the vetoes. I need 1 cut here. I don't know what my last cut is. I don't think I can cut a birth. I think it's important that I have these tip my land drops. I deleted Kisa's combo from the Pioneer section of my website after we played it this morning. It was clunky and awkward and just didn't feel like it could keep up. And it wasn't even that we lost to the other good combo decks, it just didn't feel good in like the more refined format. Even the good aggro decks ran us down. Okay, we got a little bit of Sea Ordain going on. I think I'm gonna bottom the Dream Trawler here. I don't need this card till much later, generally speaking. Yeah, if we get to a point where requiring $50 submissions for Magic Online means we don't have any submissions coming in at all, I'll probably try a variety of formats on there again, but on the bright side, nobody's asking for Pioneer on Arena anymore. Thanks for the 7 months, DOSX. Get you later, Recon. Just looking for lands. Looking for lands. I think they look great, Moxan. Super excited. I think the list of cards that they're looking to add seems to imply to me that they're probably going to be looking to add a cube to Arena this year, which I also think would be a good addition.
Heroes, rally to me.
Really unfortunate we were on the draw here. It would be nice if we could have Elspeth conquer Elspeth here. But now I'm not going to be able to conquer Death her next turn, which means that there's a good chance that they're going to be able to counterspell me the following turn if I go to do it. Yeah, I think if we get cube on Arena, that'll be something we do with some consistency. We won't be like an all cube stream like Caleb or Newmont when cube is around on Moto, but I think there will definitely be like 2 to 3 days of doing a cube per week, I think, on stream.
Believe in yourself as I believe in you.
You know, it might have been right to try and fight over this Birth, just to like try and get them to fight back or like block them off of an absorb, and Veto anyways. Can you explain to me why you explicitly don't want cube to be drafting against bots? Can you explain why that matters? Because I think drafting cube against bots sounds great, because I don't really want to be on a timer when I'm drafting. I want to draft at my convenience. I think playing limited against bots sounds wonderful. I know some of you other folks out there really want 8-player drafts, and more power to you, but I personally really prefer asynchronous limited play. Arasui, thank you for the half a year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Alright, Elspeth's gone, but we're still technically on a 2-turn clock here, or a 4-turn clock, sorry. Well, I guess I have Castle. Castle may change that dynamic. Because cube is less reliable than regular limited. So forcing archetypes still shouldn't really be a thing you have to worry about, right? Because players like cube singleton, and the singleton nature of it makes it harder to force archetypes. Beep beep. Hey, thanks for the 31 months, Zach. I hope the left coast is still treating you well. Good to see you on a weekend. If I do this, I can't activate Castle, which feels bad. I think I'm probably still just supposed to do this, though.
If you wish to see, I have just the trick for this.
Okay, it's not bad. So, obviously, I don't draw a card here, and they get to attack my Teferi down, but I think it's still right to just take their token out of play here, to slow their clock down. Sure, yeah, caring about physical draft is relevant for sure for a lot of people. I am not one of those people though.
Thoughtfulness before action.
Of course, Owl Knight.
Hone your prowess.
Neither of those are the Conqueror's Death I wanted for Christmas. I guess we just take Narset to try again.
Mind and body should keep an open mind.
Feels bad, man. Might be dead here. I guess we can still find another Conqueror's Death next turn. I get to scry with Omen. Okay, so now we need a Wrath as well. They also have Dispute up, which makes things a little bit messier. Yeah, that's true too. They could increase the size of the cube to increase the variance in it a little bit. This is not the ladder. We won our ladder match, silly cheese. So we should be a lock. Our one ladder match win put us to rank 350. All right, need a sweeper. The good news is we've got a lot of looks at it, huh? We get this, we get a draw step, we get 4 looks with Narset here.
Meditate and prepare.
I guess this is a solid, technically not dead yet, huh? We get to bounce this token. And then we're like not dead on board. Oh, Omen kills us. Got it. Makes sense. Think I'm happy. Yeah, let's just run it back. Seems fine. Auto tapper prevents you from making the mistake of assuming you can cast instants. Fair. So the problem with that Omen is cool is they had a Mystic Dispute in their hand and 3 mana up. So I could do that, but then my sweeper would get Mystic Disputed. Yeah, that's why Dispute's such a good flexible card, right? Because like while it's discounted against blue spells, it's good against non-blue cards too. Omen of the sea, omen of the sea. Do 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 do. Both of those are stellar. You love to see it, chat. Tippity top, the fun don't stop. Bump up red black aristocrats. Will do, Reckless. I appreciate that. As a friendly reminder, I will be off tomorrow, but I'm planning to be here on Monday. I'll tweet out my approximate schedule for the week on tomorrow, as I always do. I agree. Cards, I think Dispute or Dovin's Veto tends to be a pretty uninteresting card because there's not a lot of play to it. Whereas Dispute as a soft counter that like people can represent, I think has a lot of interesting dynamics to it. Cards that say can't be countered don't have a lot of play to them. Weird. Strange how that works. Actually, I'm going to pay 2 life here, because if they don't give me something to do with my mana, I'm going to scry 2 on their turn here, right? Seems fine. What are we getting for lunch? I settled on Panera. Get that Baja Mac. Huh? I'm gonna keep one of these. Feel like they probably need to counter her. And then, like, maybe one of these two Teferis resolve. Like, getting a Veto here feels pretty reasonable, I think. Not tapping out for Teferi because I want to be able to, like, dispute a... What's it called here? Or Sphinx or whatnot. I think I'm going to let this resolve and then play my second Teferi. Because I don't currently have an answer to Dream Trawler other than this dispute.
I'm known for my excellent type. I'll protect you.
Omen resolves. They are currently missing their second white. Bottom's up there. That bodes well for our hero. Hey, Ty Glorious. Thanks for sticking around for so long. I appreciate the 11 months. Welcome back. I think we're just super in for Castle, huh? Win condition engaged. Go. It's a shame we don't have any white castles in Bloomington. Otherwise, I probably would have gotten that for lunch.
Sorry I'm late.
And, like, if they pick up this Omen here, my white castle token kills their Teferi, and it's not a big deal. And if they plus, I make a white castle token and then play Conqueror's Death to get rid of Teferi. So it feels like I end up in a pretty good spot here, regardless of what they do with this Planeswalker. Their veggie burgers are very reasonable, Michael. They even have two different veggie burgers now. They have both the Impossible Burger and a bean-based patty. In for Chemister's Insight. Even if they peel an Narset here, I have Conqueror's Death and tokens to pressure her off the board. Yep. Is there a significant difference between a bean-based patty and a... There is, yeah. So, for those that aren't vegetarians and aren't familiar with the distinction, Impossible burgers aim to imitate the taste of meat, whereas bean-based patties are just the shape of a burger, but they're vegetables. I feel like the life gain lands probably aren't that good. I don't know if the points of life really matter, and having more things tapped feels bad. I don't feel like I really have a hard time casting my spells most of the time in this deck. Sure. I think I'm gonna dispute this this Omen when they play it. I don't think that's true at all, Zilf. Even just down to the texture of the burger, they're very different. Teferi bouncing Conqueror's Death is so gross. It's very, very good. Yeah, it feels like garbage time. You don't have to go home, but you can't play here. Do 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 do. Now I'm gonna tell you a little secret, Niv. Most veggie things that try to imitate the taste of meat don't do it particularly successfully. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should have left this on top so I could Narset into it. That's probably the case. I think they still taste fine, but like pitching them as the taste of meat, I don't think is accurate. Like I don't mind the Impossible Burger. Yeah, it's good. Like I like the Impossible Burger. I just don't think it really tastes like a beef patty. But it's the reason why I don't eat beef patties because I don't really care for the flavor. They're almost the same. I don't know that I agree with that. Our opponent got Comcasted, maybe. Yeah, looks like they're disconnected. I believe we're going to make top 1200. We played one match, and that one match gained us 800 ranks when we won. Hey, Escratola Church. Thanks for the 5 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. This is their last time out here. Asa Jiao, thank you for the 3rd of a year. I appreciate you keeping me around.
I train every day. No one I have just the trick for this.
Well, kind of sad to see the game end in a disconnect for the opponent, but we're probably winning this game anyways. We're pretty far ahead, I feel like. We've got the prison set up. So we have to wait for them to tick down one more time here before we get the W. Nope, they're back. Nah, it wasn't a rage disconnect. They must just had something come up. Never attribute malice, etc., etc. Alright, so 1-0 in this constructed event, 2-0 on the day because we won our ladder match with this. Sure. What do I bin here? Could go either way. Is it crazy to bottom the Veto? I think I want to bottom the Veto. I think I want my threat to pair with this. Looking for lands. How does winning with Narset plus Tef feel better than winning because the opponent disconnects? No, the ladder match will just be the start of this video. That is a phenomenal draw. I don't know that our hand's gonna be good enough to win this matchup on the draw, but if we are, it's gonna involve this one, I think. We can play land, Teferi, bounce Steamkin next turn. Boom! Crusho's ready. Gosh, if this is their play this turn, we have a real shot. Yeah, they really can't afford to fumble here. As interesting as it would be to pick this back up, I think I need to just keep their board clear. Super rewarded. That's great. Quite the shocking end there for Teferi. I think I'm just going to go land pass here. We'll absorb something, and then next turn we can go Birth plus Narset. That is a Dwarven Mine. Trying to get that free value and ended up with their tapped land. Just, you know, casual 19 life on turn 5 against the red deck. No big deal.
I know immediate thoughtfulness before action.
Just gonna casually play Dream Trawler with 204 walls and 19 life. It's garbage time. You don't have to go home, but you can't play here.
Hone your prowess.
Do 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 do. Precision Bolt, sure. I know they're not accurate, but they're fun to look at. Has anybody caught entrance or exit polling data from South Carolina yet? Because their voting should be well underway at this point, right? It's like an all-day thing. I'm gonna bottom that. Just kind of want counter spells at this point. It doesn't really matter. We could like mostly take game actions at random, so long as we attack each turn, and we'll win this. Did Skewer rotate? It didn't, right? This is just strictly where Skewer. Yeah, spectacle cards are still legal. In your country, you're not allowed to release exit polls until the polls close. I don't think that's... I think it's allowed here. I'm pretty sure I saw entrance polls, at least, for Nevada before voting was done. The media is just talking about the first coronavirus death in the U.S. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, they're mostly stock red. Like, Precision Bolt's the only kind of weird card they've had in their deck. Taking Narset on the way out the door with them. Fair. Harsh, but fair. This sideboard has a ton of cards for mono red. Oh yeah, Slaying Fire is totally legal still, isn't it? How many 8 Heliod's Intervention is too much Heliod's Intervention? 3's probably fine here. Rest of this seems fine. Let's bring in our cheap interaction. This is good. Do I want to keep the second temple here? I feel like I probably do. Having a second white means we can cast our sweeper if we draw it later, even if it does cost us a little tempo down the line. Swish, chat, swish. I wish MTGA could pair players based on speed. If there was a slow player bracket, that would be great. I'd play so much more Magic if there was a fast player bracket on Arena. Are you just like a burn deck? They might just be like infinite cards that deal 3 damage. Blue-white mirrors be the slow bracket all the time. No, you could separate the brackets based on the rate players take between game actions. So you don't have to peg it strictly to I think they're actually just like playing straight up burn. It's kind of sweet. So we're gonna take 4 this turn at least with these. Yeah, I bet they have Skewer in their deck too. Get to play our castle out. Can't play the castle out because it would be tapped. That's unfortunate. Guess I should have played Plains last turn instead of the Temple. And I could have played castle untapped here. Let's see if they can kill us from 12 here. If they don't kill us this turn. Oh. That makes sense. I mean, they're probably playing both Armadillo, would be my estimation. Phoenix is adorable. But I'm Dream Trawling. Yeah, we might just be dead here. They have one of their 3 balls. They have a lot of 3 damage burn spells. Survey says dead. Oh, no wait, they're short, right? They can shock me. I'm at 3. These all cost 3, right? So they can light up the stage into Skewer because they dealt damage to me. So they need to cast light up the stage and hit Skewer. I'm not dead yet. I'm only mostly dead. You can't Spectacle because it's a different casting cost. Oh. So this attack's really bad, right? They're just dead regardless. All right, and for my next trick... No, they can't shock it again while the shock is on the stack. So the shock is on the stack, so they can't cast it again in response, no. They should have shocked prior to the attack. Yes! If they would have shocked pre-combat... I couldn't discard because then I would die to the Phoenix. So good line found there, chat. And Amenia, thank you for the 11 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Well, let's just put this nail in the coffin, huh? Zoris, thanks for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Casual 15-point turn. They did not have enough cards in their bin to shock us twice, no. Yeah, maybe they forgot about the lifelink. Seems like a very real possibility. Could explain their play pattern. I mean, even experienced players miss things. I miss things on stream all the time. Yes, looks keepable. Looking for like lands and birth here, Omen, stuff like that. Things to smooth out our early game. Don't know what we're playing against just yet. That'll dictate what we're looking for with Elspeth. I am multitasking to the extreme while I play Magic here. That is certainly accurate. There's a lot going on all at once. Hey, the rest of the decks today we get to play on the ladder, chat, because the ladder resets in 8 minutes, so that's exciting. And then the March ladder rank doesn't matter at all because the March ladder rank qualifies you for a gem TQ. Teferi will get to eat beauty here, so that's nice. Underrealm Lich plus Gitrog. Yeah, I guess that would let you deck yourself on occasion, a lot of the time, huh? It's kind of neat. Kind of novel.
Fury will only lead you astray.
Fury will only lead you astray. Hey, Money Mike. Thanks for the 5-month support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. So they make the ladders with historic meaningless. I don't think that'll be strictly true. When, for example, when is the next set release, right? Because the historic ladder comes back on March 12th, but the historic ladder should stay open into April, right? And the April ladder qualifies you for a real event. So the March ladder, when historic comes back till April 16th. Okay, yeah, so the first half of the next season you'll be able to play. Oh, that's tricky. So they're setting it up basically so you'll never be able to play a full ladder season on historic. Is that what the setup's like here? I wonder if it'll end up working out that way. We'll just like never be able to play a full ladder as historic. That wouldn't surprise me. Alright, the brought to my friends. Lucky Clover is very good against us. This card is actually the reason why I added 3 copies of Heliod's Intervention to our sideboard. It's also good against red aggro, but it's very good here. Need to be able to kill Lucky Clovers. You hope they give us 2 separate ladders for standard and historic. I think that's unlikely. I mean, would it be nice? Like, what do we expect them to give for prizes, right? Like, if they're not going to give meaningful prizes, does it really matter? Like, I'd probably argue it's better that you can use historic to at least partially qualify for the meaningful invitational style events. Because, like, if they gave us a separate historic ladder, it would probably just be like meaningless, like this month's ladder was meaningless every time, right? Hopefully Dream Trawler can race them down here. Wouldn't be super surprised if we see Spyglass happen. Hey, nice, Sunshine. Yeah, I've got like 30 Ancient Shards I'm going to crack this evening during the 2x event. See if we run good. Even during the 2x event, Legendaries are pretty unlikely. They're only like 1% to pop. Domri's Ambush, okay. They're just like preparing for the Teferi that's going to happen. Oh, Shadow Spear, that makes sense. Yeah, but I'm saying, Cody, the prizes aren't always weak. The prizes are only weak every other cycle. Hey, DeFreaky. Did you see my Discord message? Not a huge priority. Perfect, you rock. DeFreaky there in chat is the maintainer of the Stream Decker plugin for reference. Hey, Bob. Thanks for the 3rd of year. I'm glad you're enjoying Raid. I agree. It's been a lot of fun. I think I'm playing this and then bouncing this one. We can reuse it later. I guess if I would have done that pre-combat... No, I drew the land, right? So I couldn't do that pre-combat. Sounds good to Freaky. Thanks for the gift sub, Top Toe. Okay. Can we draw enough cards to kill them next turn? We totes can, right? Because this draws 1, this draws 1, this draws 1. So this is 3 plus 5 is 8. So we'll get on the scoreboard game 1 here. Winning game 1 here is huge. I think on the back of Heliod's intervention, we can probably win one of the post-board games. Oh, I guess this blocks me. Nice, Naya. Congrats. No, wait, I can get a Teferi back from my bin too, right? No, I can't. Narset.
There are so many mysteries in Enchant. I have just the trick for this.
Huh? I don't have a way to finagle lethal here, right? I guess I could, if this finds another Omen, we have lethal. Because I can Teferi bounce the Brazen Borrower. Okay, so we got a shot here. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Sorry I'm late. This might be a bad idea.
Alright, smack you for 9. I'm gold 3 last I checked, Punchworthy. And good luck. Alright, Heliod's intervention sounds great here. Veto is probably fine because you can counter the adventure half of their cards. Glass Casket seems fine. You can only assume Bob cut this in. That's a pretty good assumption. I want some shatters. I want some births. What are my trims here? I need 2 cuts. I don't think I want to cut Narset because she turns off their innkeepers. Definitely want the interventions. Maybe absorbs a little bit too clunky. Yeah, sorry. Punchworthy was talking about Raid. They have a color or metal ranking system for their ladder as well. Their PvP. Maybe I don't want Casket. I need to take the stupid... I guess this is bad because they just bounce it. I'm gonna trim Conqueror's Death. Is this good enough? Field of Rune's a touch awkward. I'm on the draw, so I can't veto Clover before it comes down. This is probably fine, though. Teferi can bounce the Clover eventually, and we have Veto to clean it up later. I have Shatter to clean up the board. This could be close. I wouldn't fault someone for mulliganing this, I don't think. Hopefully they play like the Ramp Giant this turn, and we like veto the actual spell. You have Innkeeper into Teferi here. I'm gonna play this in plus. I get into like a little bit in trouble if they have Bone Crusher Giant, but otherwise it's pretty okay. They're attacking this with both. If they had Bone Crusher, they'd hit me with one of them, right? So that should imply they're not about to Bone Crusher me. So then we'll shatter this turn to keep Teferi alive. And then we can bounce the Lucky Clover next turn. By letting them untap, they could pick Fae of Wishes back up here, but I think I'm okay with that. It basically, like, this 2-for-1s themselves. They don't have a huge excess of cards at the moment. Next turn, we get to play an island and have Absorb plus Veto up, which is exciting. Pretty good. They got Negate. Have you and my friend Teferi met opponent? They missed a land drop that turn too, which makes this Teferi tempo extra good. How'd our rank do overnight? We had to play this morning, and we played and won, and we went up 800 spots with one match win. It's a good draw. Y2K, 2 years indeed. Thanks for keeping me around. I appreciate it. He ended at 1177. Nice, Naya. Oh, you know, I should have fielded them on my turn, I think. I'm gonna give them an extra mana now. Listen, it doesn't matter if you finish first or exactly 1200. In is in. So you made the classic mistake there, Dr. Armadillo, of assuming my opponent was currently playing Magic the Gathering, and they're currently playing Hearthstone.
I've got time.
So in the future, I'd remind you that we try to mostly play Hearthstone around these parts. It's that wonderful game made by Wizards of the Coast where you can't respond to things.
No more games.
Activate this in response, just in case they plan to name the castle. Probably going to see them name Teferi here, which means we're hoping to draw a Dream Trawler, Chemister's Insight, Narset. These are all reasonable pickups here. Right on time, Veto. Welcome to the party. Hey, Kokobe, thank you for the third of a year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Just keeping me around. I missed an attack there, didn't I? Enough. Yes, Spyglass is on 3 mana Teferi. We're going to hold on to this last island in my hand so we can save a card to bin to a Dream Trawler should we find one of those. But I do want to play out one more white source here, I think. Are you thinking about picking this up? Wild. Wow, nice, Sunshine. Yeah, Beansy popped 2 legendaries and 20 shards, I think. Very fortunate. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Well, the Spyglass does stop, Teferi from plussing himself. No, I didn't forget. I can't, Kokobe. Time's only like being a little bit raveled. Oh, static effects. Oh, static effects. Really kind of surprising they're using this now as opposed to post-Clover. But I guess they just want to, like, Innkeeper plus play Fae next turn, probably. Chandra's pretty good. They have 6, 7, 8, 9 mana, 10 with a land drop. How long are we going for today? Well, I promised a minimum of 10 hours, so I've got 4 more after this. So we're definitely going to get to Abzan Sacrifice and Jund Clothis, and maybe one more past that. My poor tokens. And they get to play Chandra with me not having any pressure in play. Oh, I guess they need to play this turn, right? Yeah, otherwise they lose it. It's been 2 long years. We've laughed, we've cried, we've set Leonid Harbiters on fire. Here's the 2 more years of you doing this, you beautiful cam girl. Thank you for the 24 months, Jerry. Mount your trusty steed and ride off into Hooglandia. What other decks have you missed? We did 2 Pioneer decks and a Historic deck. Cause I'm Dream Trawling. In general, Billum, they do the boosted summonings often enough that you should just try and hold the non-green shards for them. That's something I messed up when I first started too, because I didn't know that. Did you like? I've been playing for like almost 2 months. I think today is actually my 60-day login reward, and I think I have this like the 2nd or 3rd blue one they've done in that time. We're stomping the Teferi that only has static tech, sure. And then I'm going to discard a card here because they have Chandra, who, if I don't protect this from the 2, they're going to play Chandra and -3 to kill my Trawler. Hey, 7-3, still a respectable finish, Handover. Congrats on your finish. Mono red's the type of deck where even when you respect and have practice, sometimes it just kills you. Hey, thanks for the entire year. Got you that sword to go with the shield. Perfect, perfect. Huh. What are our perfect draws next turn? Like Shatter plus Conqueror's Death, probably. Was today the season event? Yes, yeah. Today was the event where if you went 10-0, you got 3,000 gems. I joined the event and then conceded 3 matches. So that way people who cared about the event could earn some prizes. Because I don't care about it. Was it worth the time to play? For me personally. They discarded Chandra. Friendo. They must be going to get, there's the 4-cost card in their sideboard that lets them pick back up permanents out of their discard pile. This is standard. We did start with Historic today, but this is now standard. No, not Tamio. They play some other card. I forget what it's called. It's a green Adamant card. Alright, we've got Intervention. I think I'm going to hang tight for now, though, because I think there's a chance they could be picking back up Great Henge next turn, and then I can kill Great Henge with Lucky Clover and Spyglass. Although I guess if I killed this proactively, they'd get 1 less wish. But honestly, they've wished so much, they've got to be running out of useful cards, right? Sure, yeah, let's get another thing for the wood chipper. Hey, what's going on, Selfrum? Yep, yeah, so we did a sponsored raid stream on Friday, and we had a goal to hit for an install metric for that, and Hooglandia hit it, so here we are. What if instead we didn't do that? Oh no! Oh no! Wait, what? Oh, oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh, opponent. Oh, opponent. This strips it. You can't lose what you never had. It's true. It's true. Yeah, listen, we've all been there, chat. Sequencing mistakes. As someone who frequently makes sequencing mistakes, you know. Alright, well that puts us to a 4-0 run with blue-white control on the day. We hit 3-0 in the event and we laddered right on up with it. I believe the ladder has reset, right? Look at that. Claim rewards. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, yeah. We got one playable borderless card. Sure. Get that, chat. We got 100 gems. The Lipton Dipper. Thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yes, you can re-add hexproof. Yeah, I agree, Aaron. I don't know, whoever manages their social media stuff at Raid must not understand how to read stuff, because like they definitely should have reached out to me. Silly people. All right, what are we doing? So I'm gonna hit a quick ad roll while we get set up to get flipped over to the next deck. When we get back, we are going to play some Abzan Sacrifice here, a bit of a brew to start off our new ladder season. Thanks for hanging out today, folks. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in just a few minutes with this sweet pile of cards.